But it is their best ever start to a top-flight campaign, Cass, since the 1963-64 season, where they had earned 24 points after 10 games. Overall, it has to be an A you would give in terms of grading Tottenham, because it has been a really, really good start. It's just, as we touched on at the top of the show, not the most exciting of teams to watch.
They can be a little bit of a hard watch. They can. And look, 7 wins, 2 draws and 1 defeat. The 1 defeat to local rivals, Arsenal, which they lost. Look, they're a really good team. There's no doubt about that. They've got a really good coach, good side. Yeah. Just you think there's more, and you used the word earlier, if they can put it together. They're a really good side, Tottenham, that sometimes can be a little bit difficult to watch. Now, Everton had their chances yesterday. Demarai Gray had a good one. Onana had a really good one. Could have punished Spurs for them 2 chances. They didn't convert. Everton were a bit strange now, as in they played too many long balls to Maupay. Now, Neil Maupay is not a forward who's going to win aerial balls. No. So it was quite comfortable for Dyer, Davis, Romero. They were all comfortable in the 3. And I thought it was a bit of they kept giving a possession away too quickly by playing the longer ball too often, Everton, yesterday in the game. Yeah. And it sort of fell into making the game, I thought once they got it down, they moved it quick. Everton looked dangerous when they interchanged positions and just got it on the ground. If you're going to play Neil Maupay, don't play him like you're playing Ivan Toney down the middle. Calvert-Lewin on the pitch, yes.
Well, I was going to say, if it was Dominic Calvert-Lewin, you might understand that, especially even if you're playing Calvert-Lewin and Neil Maupay, because Calvert-Lewin's going to win the ball to hopefully play in Maupay.
Absolutely. For me, it really made... Look, and he didn't have a particularly good game, but I thought Neil Maupay's job yesterday was nearly impossible. He wasn't given any sort of, ammunition to convert, or they just kept playing the ball too high for him. He's not that type of striker.
It's 400th appearance for Tottenham for Harry Kane. Wow. Incredible. He has now scored in 5 successive Premier League games, the first time he's ever done that in his career. He's now within 8 goals of Jimmy Greaves' all-time Spurs record of 266. We spoke to Ramon Vega yesterday about this game, and you asked him the question about, are we kind of forgetting about Harry Kane because we're so focused on Erling Haaland?
Yeah.
And I can understand why you asked that question, because we've all been blown away by the impact Haaland has made, that we're kind of forgetting what Kane is doing for Tottenham. Like I say, 5 successive times he's scored.
Well, I haven't checked his numbers on the start of a season, but I can't remember Harry Kane getting as many goals.
Normally August is a barren spell, they've always said for him. And take away last season, because obviously it was a mixed start for him, because he wasn't really featuring with the all up in the air as to what was happening with his future. But normally he tends to not really get going until after August. But he's got off to a cracking start. Yeah,
and he played really well yesterday. It weren't just his pen. He won the pen, obviously, when Pickford challenges him, gets a penalty. He converts it. But I thought his all-round play in the game, as the game wore on, he got better and better. So, and that was the difference between the 2 teams on the day, was Kane's performance. Harry Kane's... there's some people who want to undermine what Harry Kane's achievements are. He is an extraordinary striker that's going to beat Wayne Rooney's record scoring for England, without a doubt. We all know that, okay? Yeah. That's one incredible achievement. He'll go past Jimmy Greaves. He will do. And it could even get to Alan Shearer's record. And yet, there was an element of some people don't think that Kane is that good. Kane is an all-round complete player. He really has got everything in his armoury. And I think you can be spoilt sometimes in football and in sport in general. Harry Kane's got a hell of a lot of talent in many different ways. He's a real team player. I can't think of too many players that are as good a team player as he is as a centre-forward.
Like I say, it's all because we focus on Erling Haaland and this incredible start that he's made.
And he has been amazing.
But it has overshadowed the achievements of others, like Harry Kane, who's got 9 goals. He's 6 off Haaland currently. You can even look at Ivan Toney, 8 for the season. Incredible start for Ivan Toney. Likewise, Mitrovic back in the Premier League, 7 goals scored. Some of these forwards are probably thinking, hello, I'm here too. I'm not doing that bad. But the problem is, it's hard. Taking all the headlines.
Let's remember as well, he's always at the top end of the goal-scoring charts. Harry's been at the top end and winning the Golden Boot. It's not every season, but the seasons he's had injuries, he's still kept up with the best goal scorers around. Yeah. He's going to be okay. Haaland looks like at the moment he's going to run away with the Golden Boot in the Premier League this year. But this guy's still doing incredibly well. And behind the scenes, a couple of the lads have been saying, he's on target to get 34 this year. Well, it's a bit of a hypothetical one because...
What's Haaland on there?
well, he'll go past... If he stays fit, Haaland will go well past 40.
Yeah.
I think that's a given.
Yeah. It's a job done result for Tottenham then. Like I say, third spot, closing on Arsenal to just a point. Arsenal and Man City playing in action later on today. But, another victory for Spurs, who have got off to a great start this season. They might not be blowing the Premier League away, but it's a case of getting those results, and that's what they're doing ultimately. As for Everton, by the way, let me just double check where they are in the table. They slipped down to 14th, having come into the game coming into this weekend in 12th spot.
The Sunday Sports Breakfast with Natalie Sawyer and Tony Cascarino. Sunday mornings from 6 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.